Hello and welcome everybody to the Join Dota League season number 4, the European Division 2, a two-game series between Pre-Made 5 and Balkan Bears Corleone. Well, most of them know them as just Balkan Bears or BBC maybe, but should be an interesting series. I mean, I haven't casted Division 2 for quite some time to be honest, so excited to see some new and upcoming teams, hopefully. But we're HeflaTV, of course, English coverage for lots of things these days. But I am Coacher, and I am even not alone. I am joined by a new voice for HeflaTV at the moment. It's the Swordfish. How you doing?
Hey guys, thank you for having me here, man. I'm glad to be guesting Join Dota League. It's like my third time or so. I always love to see the upcoming teams. It's always fun to see these new strategies and stuff. Some guys get really crazy, actually.
Well, Balkan Bears, they're definitely the team that just loves to go crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't start running Shakiro mid, but they were one of the just earlier teams to adopt to the Shakiro mid style. And all
Yeah.
in all, they really pick and play crazy stuff. Pre-made 5 though, I have to say I have no clue about their play style, about how well they've been doing or anything like that.
I mean, I've been looking up their Join Dota scores and whatnot, and there's nothing too relevant, to be honest. Also, I don't know who Bright Wing Player is. I don't know if he's stand-in or he's actually one of the team. He's not in the official roster, but oh, look at that. Crystal Maiden. Crazy stuff already happening, man.
Yeah, not only the Crystal Maiden by herself, also the Undying. Oh man, Balkan Bears, they never really disappoint. It's just always a pleasure to watch, really. But
Yeah.
pre-made, they're going for a more standard pick, the Sky of Mage. It's a support that you can't really go wrong with.
hmm
And maybe something to just partner it up with, go for an Ogre or something like that. Or if not, I guess you could pick up some cores, but most cores that are the common ones have already been banned.
I would agree with the Ogre pick. Oh, Bristleback, actually. Never mind. Weird combination with the Skyreth Mage, to be honest. Now they have a lot of reduction to magical damage and armor reduction, so they can really go with physical magical damage from now on, and it doesn't matter. They're going to be powerful regardless. So I like this versatility in Pre-Made's lineup, but it's not crazy enough for me. I like the Crystal Maiden better, to be honest.
Oh man, Balkan Bears, I don't know how they're gonna run this yet. If this Undying is gonna be just pure support or if they're actually going for like an aggressive Undying tri-lane or something like that.
hmm
It would mean that Crystal Maiden won't have just the free time to farm up the jungle or whatnot, get the early levels. Unless they want to start it like Crystal Maiden solo jungle with Undying +1 in the offlane and then Crystal Maiden getting those early 2 free levels and then joining them, maybe something like that. But
I can.
BBC, they banned out the Ogre themselves, so I guess they might not be looking for another support.
Mhm. I mean, I can imagine Crystal Maiden easily going as a roaming support and Undying being more of the lane support, you know? That could be definitely be the thing. Like you said, the jungle is also a possibility for the Crystal Maiden, kind of playing her in that style. I think it's the only style she's being played right now and still being effective, at least. She was also picked in Captain's Draft tournament yesterday. And, oh, Timbersaw. There it is. They're definitely going for a ganking style here. Definitely. That's the Timbersaw pick for sure.
Well, if you're going Undying and Crystal Maiden, you usually don't want to just take it late game. You just want to clash early on, fight as much
Yeah.
as you can. I mean, Undying, he thrives in those early clashes, which usually don't last that long because heroes don't have that much burst damage yet. So it means that Undying, he can just get the extra strength going from the decay, just spam it out, have the tombstone just spawn tons of zombies and whatnot.
hmm
And, well, Timbersaw also decently nice against Bristleback. I mean, reduce his strength with the Whirling Death and then just try to burst him down that way.
I would like to see a good, for example, I think a really good pick for BBC would be Legion Commander right now, considering, first of all, super countered Bristleback, obviously. The only weakness is Skyreth Mage, but besides that, he's one of those heroes that if you get a good early game, he can really snowball out of that, and that would prevent the issue with BBC that would have, in the late game, because Legion Commander could easily dominate the mid game and then snowball into a good late game without the need of amazing supports. So I think that would be a really good pick for BBC right now. In fact, I would pick it, despite the Skyreth Mage issue. Just kill him before he does anything. I mean, you have a Timbersaw, and Skyreth Mage dies immediately. And I mean, the next pick for Pre-Made 5, I really don't know what's going to be. Do you think it's going to be a support?
It might be, I mean, you're going for like a standard support, something like a Witch Doctor maybe, decent-ish stun. Unless they really want to go for heavy lockdown and maybe some additional burst damage as well, something like a Lion. Maybe,
Yeah.
just maybe a Shadow Shaman, which really isn't a common pick. But Lion with the Hex and the Earth Spike might be enough to deal with the Timber, just Finger of
Oh.
Death him down.
Wow, Mirana.
Well, that I didn't really expect to come out. I guess it might be a core as well, it doesn't mean it's a support or anything, but if it's a Sky of Mage Mirana support duo, I'm a
Weird.
little bit skeptical about their success rate.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird duo. But do you really like Mirana as a core right now? I don't find her that great of a core, to be honest.
I don't think she's ever been a great core, more or less.
Yeah.
There are just better heroes to fit the same lineup. I guess if you want to go like really fight heavy early, it might work out, but we'll see. But Balkan Bears going for a Venomancer, and still their lineup just allows for them to be a little bit flexible as far as their lanes and just roles go.
Only issue I see with BBC is that, I mean, they have late early game, like super strong early game, but their late game is gonna die. Like if Premade 5 picks a single hero that can like do a good, nice late game, they've done. Like all they need to do is stall the game enough, you know. I think BBC is putting themselves in a very dangerous position, especially considering the new meta, which is more leaning towards longer games. I think it's a very dangerous thing they're doing right now. They don't even have the push to sustain this early game either, so I don't know. I love the crazy lineups, but at the same time, it's a little bit risky here, I think.
It's really classic Balkan Bears. I mean, they've been going for similar lineups so often.
Yeah.
One team that comes to mind from Southeast Asia is Insidious Idol and First Departure during some phase as well, just running really similar lineups with Undying Core and whatnot, going for aggressive tri lanes. Timbersaw, I have seen just completely wreck late games as well, just being number one in the network for a really long time and whatnot. But that's a tall order, and it really depends on what Balkan Bears go for next. As Wraith King, the pick for pre-made, I guess that could be a support as well. I mean, support Wraith King and Skyref roaming around. I would prefer that to just Skyref and Mirana roaming.
It's hard to say really what this Wraith King is gonna be. It's hard because you have two guys who can do a decent job at cores and a decent job at supports, but they don't really excel in any of the things. I don't like either of them really as cores in this position.
Well, I hope to God that it's going to be Mirana core, because Wraith King up against Venomancer, Crystal Maiden, and a Timbersaw with Chakram, maybe double Chakram at some point. He's just going to get kited around so hard.
Yeah, it's true.
But last ban's about to come out. Are there any heroes that just come to your mind that definitely should be banned by either side?
I'd honestly ban Legion Commander still if I was pre-made 5. I think it's still a very powerful pick. It still has a good early game. I mean, it's a really powerful hero. And or Terrorblade, either one of the two, because they both have like nice early game and nice late game as well. And additionally, they can easily gank, and especially Terrorblade has a lot of pushing power. They already banned the Nature's Prophet, so I think that'd be the biggest issue. As for BBC, I can't really think of a ban that they should. I mean, I don't really know what Premade 5 is doing with their lineup. I'm kind of confused with the Wraith King Mirana, to be honest. Do you think there's anything they should ban?
I have no idea. I guess maybe target some kind of mid laner. It really depends on what Balkan Bears want to go for themselves as the last one. Maybe they should ban out something like a Puck, decent enough teamfight control, another silence to try to deal with the Timbersaw, for example, something like that. Just overall an elusive hero, because Balkan Bears, they actually don't have too much lockdown at the moment. I mean, Frostbite, and that's about it. If Premade really wanted to, they could even pick up something like a Weaver to try to punish them, but wow.
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm seeing this, man.
I played the pub today. It's been a long time since I played pubs because I've been casting, doing other stuff, but Ricky, we were just talking about that with real life friends, and I thought we were like almost never gonna see him in competitive, and bam, the first game after that.
Yeah, this is I don't know what to tell you really. I think Premade 5 is just kind of shocked at this Ricky pick. I don't know. I don't think they know what to do. Like they're just lost. But I actually I see the synergy though. He's a really good early game hero now with his blink, so I can easily deal a lot of damage. And nice transition into the late game perhaps. And he can easily go as a carry or as an offlane. In fact, I think we're gonna see him as an offlane because the Venomancer can easily do a carry better than he can. Maybe even mid as Ricky. I don't know, but like I actually like the pick. It's kind of crazy, but I like it. Oh my god, no.
Yeah, well, the Weaver kind of made sense because they want to punish Balkan Bears' lack of lockdown. I guess Ricky's Smoke Cloud might be enough, although I have my doubts about that as well. So Weaver should have just relatively free roam through the team fights with the Sukuchi, not get stunned, not get locked down. Although, if the Timbersaw connects with all of his spells onto you, you're still going to be bursted down so hard early on.
Yeah. I don't know. This Weaver's really powerful though in the new update. I'm really scared of him. I think he's one of the best heroes.
Yeah, it's just so hard to bring him down once he gets like even one item really. He's gonna have enough survivability usually to just get off his time lapse, at least against such a just low lockdown lineup. So we were definitely strong. Unfortunately, they don't have really anything to buff up with attack damage or attack speed or anything like that. No Vengeance Aura, no Bloodlust, no nothing, but he should be strong enough in his own right. And if this does go to the late game, I definitely still favor P5 now here.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I mean, with the Weaver pick, it's just they're so strong. Anyway, should we present the teams?
Yes, so for P5, Element is on the Wraith King already in the aggressive tri lane, together with Brightwing player on the Skyriff Mage, leaving the last one on the tri lane being Heat on the Cat, or Nice, I don't even know which one he's called, but he's on the Mirana.
He's nice, I think.
Yeah, probably as Chocolate on the Weaver, and the last one is Tribar on the Bristleback.
And as for BBC, we're going to have Solitude on the Timbersaw in the offlane position. Mid, we're going to have Hucky with his Venomancer. And down bottom, we're going to have a tri lane with Levy as a support Crystal Maiden. And oh my god, the booze. That's the profile.
Yo, what the hell is up with the profile, man?
I don't get that. We have a stand-in Key as the support Undying, which, because one of the players is actually grinding MR, they told us. And finally, Padrino as Ricky in the carry position.
Yeah. I think like yesterday, maybe 2 days ago, I first saw the Crystal Maiden's
Yeah.
profile picture. And I swear to God, they've changed the profile picture to have even more boobage now.
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know why it focuses on that. I feel like a real pervert now I'm playing Dota. I feel like I'm playing one of those
I swear to God, the boobs look different the last time. They were a little bit more flat and whatnot, or at least they started a little bit higher up, so it looked more natural. But at the moment, it's like full-on boob job.
Yeah, listen to him. Couchor is a boob expert. He knows very much about it.
Oh yeah, I had a game with just long pauses, so I got to go over the portraits quite a lot. This Element is steeping to the top lane already. They want to help out the Bristleback. I mean, I would have expected them to just hang around. Maybe Undying with double damage was a little bit too much, and yeah, he went to check at the holes as well at the side lane or at the side shop.
I mean, to be honest, in a Bristleback versus Timbersaw lane, I don't think either has really that much of an advantage. They really have both of them are really strong against melee heroes, so I don't think he really needs any help. They're not going to get a kill on this Timbersaw for sure, but you know, I think the supports should just rotate and help the other lanes. I think it'd be easier, especially with such a weak carry as the Mirana. He can easily die, so I would just rotate the supports. There's no need to.
But how much can a Wraith King actually do to a Timbersaw?
Nothing at all. I mean, he can Wraith Fire Blast. There it is. Look, Solitude is being Wraith Fire Blasted. They're going to hit him a couple times. Use that Quill Blast. And oh, what a nice, actually, blocking there. Solitude might actually be going down. I'll be eating my own words. But no more, no, never mind. No more Quill Sprays. Actually, Solitude's going to salve up and never mind. He's going to be alright. He ran out of mana way too quickly.
Yeah, the early Magic Stick pickup on Timbersaw as well, definitely paying off there. Quill Sprays, you can just get such easy stacks. Element. He's getting the clarity up again, but I mean, Solitude's already level 3, can pick up 1 point into reactive armor if he really wants to. He's saving it for the time being, and thank God he saved it before as well. He had the Whirling Death skilled up, but was choosing whether to go for reactive armor or Timber Chain, just according to the occasion.
He's gonna be okay. I mean, he's gonna take what? Like, considering the Magic Stick, he's gonna take 15 damage essentially out of each Quill Spray. So that's like a lot, you know. And that's considering the Wraith Fire Blast and whatnot. That's a lot of damage taken from the Quill Sprays, and also the fact that he has the Timber Chain, so it's hard to fight him. I don't think they're gonna get a kill unless he makes a really major mistake or a Mirana arrow comes.
The one chance they can go for, if Bristleback had more mana, they could go for it, I think. Or other than that, try to cancel a Timber Chain with the Wraith Fire Blasts. But at the moment, Wraith King just came in, went for the right click, but reactive armor plus his Stout Shield. Wraith King even loses that, no lifesteal yet either or something. That's really weird. But looking at the other lanes, Hucky in the mid lane on the Venomancer, 14 and 5 compared to a Weaver who is 12 and 1. So rather even, Venomancer having a slight advantage, but those Plague Wards just being extra annoying as they are. Do you think this Venomancer is going to go for a Hand of Midas to just ensure that no matter how the game goes, he's still going to be able to just get more and more items, or is just straight like mech and go for the mid-game timing push and just overwhelm them as 5-man?
I mean, right now he just got killed, so he got completely destroyed there by the Wraith King who just stunned him. But I mean, to be honest, I can't imagine a Venomancer. If he goes for Hand of Midas, I'll kind of cry, because in this new meta, the Hand of Midas is kind of useless. It adds net worth to you, so your bounty increases, but it's not a useful item, except for getting more gold. So essentially, your bounty becomes huge, and you become a rather useless hero until you get new items. So it just makes you like a kind of a really juicy target, and that's not a good thing to have. Especially on a Venomancer, can easily get Aghanims and Blink because he doesn't have the worst farming speed, and you know, I don't see the point of that. I hope he doesn't actually. And the only guy that's warranted to get a Midas would be Ricky, for example, because he does have a bad farming time.
Well, Venomancer does need quite a lot of levels, or at least the faster you get those ultimates going,
But he's
the
a
better.
solo mid, so I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, Midas, of course, it does give you a reliable goal as well, so if you die, you don't lose all that much. So that's also one point, just positive point to it, but we'll see how he wants to go. I definitely would like just going into mech or something like that as well, or maybe straight off Aghanims, something along those lines. Because if you get the Aghanims really fast, there's not going to be a pipe on the enemy side. I guess Bristleback could go for a rushed just pipe, but he's not getting that much farm either, really. They've been 2 versus 1, but Timber saw 24 and 7 compared to a 12 and 0 Bristleback.
Do you think they should go? The Bristleback should go for pipe, just rush it.
I mean, I think he's not going to get it fast enough anyway, probably, so it might not matter, just... Although,
Yeah.
is Crimson's card even going to be worth it in this game for him?
I mean, if he gets Crimson Guard, I think he's gonna evade a lot of damage from people like Venomancer, from Crystal Maiden, obviously all his damage. The zombies, like there's definitely a reason to get the Crimson Guard. I think he could consider it. But it all depends on how effective BBC is at getting out their zombies, the Plague Wards and stuff in good positions. If they're messing up all the time, there's no point in getting a Crimson Guard.
Oh, Frostbite onto Element. Levy gets stunned up in return. Solitude misses with the Chakram and misses with everything, not bringing the Chakram back quite yet, but one more right click. Brave King, easy kill for them. May dive, never mind. Not gonna dive further, but in the back line, Levy, he's still alive. There's the Tombstone as well, the zombies to slow down Braybar. Another Frostbite into the Chakram they go. And Solitude grabs himself an easy double kill with the Whirling Death.
That was I gotta admit, that was quite a bad. I don't know why Levy dived that much. I mean, sorry, not why Levy. Why dived that much. Like there was no point in going all the way through here next to the tower to get a Crystal Maiden, who also had a magic stick. So I don't think that's far too risky for no reason.
Bottom lane, Patrino might be in some trouble. They pop the dust, they see the Riki as well. He's not yet level 6. No, nothing to escape. Gonna get stunned up. Starstorm to follow. Levy comes in with the Frostbite. Crystal Nova as well. They're gonna get Brave King. Oh god. The tower, the damage is real and nice. Can't really help out either anymore. All of a sudden, out of mana, no Starstorms, no nothing. So, still favoring P5 this small exchange. I mean, a core for support. But all in all, you just don't want to give anything away. Levy, he's already level 5 on a Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, that's really bad. Crystal Maiden, if she gets levels quickly, she becomes quite a powerhouse. I mean, she's not used easily because, you know, she's kind of crap. But if you get her a lot of levels quickly, her aura increases, her Crystal Nova will become really powerful. Like, you know, she's a hero to take into account. And up top, actually, no, never mind. I thought they were going to kill Direbar, but no way.
So, I mean, I think almost every single Crystal Maiden I've seen within the past week or two, they've gone for a Hand of Midas at one point or another. Do you think it's a viable choice for a Crystal Maiden?
Yeah.
Oh, mid lane Haki though, he's gonna get slowed down. They need an Assassin Low Timber, so well, he gets a solo kill, 2 versus 1. Haki is still gonna be chased down. He can't go for a TP out because, well, he doesn't have a TP and he just pops the ultimate. There's the Tombstone as well. Soul Rip to keep Haki alive. Never mind, the Sakuchi gets the kill key. Can't return around. Maybe he can get Element though. The Poison Nova is taking him down. There's the stun onto Key. He used the Moonlight Shadow. Levy, come on, Crystal Nova. Frostbite first. Well, easy kill onto Element. Crystal Nova, not entirely necessary as Key gonna lose his life to the right clicks.
Oh, that arrow was so close.
So in the end, 2 for 2, but this Timber saw he's been just manhandling the dual lane of P5 so damn hard. And, well, Skydive Mage, I really think they should have sent the Skydive Mage top first, other than the Wraith King. I mean, Wraith King against Timbersaw can't do anything. Skydive Mage at least would have been able to harass Timbersaw out a little bit.
That's actually a really good point. I don't see why they sent out Wraith King. I mean, I guess, who do you want to have by your side if you're being harassed a lot? You want Skydive Mage, not Wraith King, because Wraith King is kind of useless in the bottom lane. So I guess that was their idea, get Mirana some farm. But I think they should have definitely gone for kills on the Timbersaw, and the silence is much more powerful than a stupid 2-second stun.
Yeah, well, at the moment as well, Ricky, he was slowed down quite a bit. I mean, 28 last hits only, but it's not like the Mirana has more. 26 on her, in fact.
Yeah, it's weird. The mids are the ones. Actually, Timbersaw is the one with the most last hits.
This Timbersaw. Dang, such a great game for him. I mean, not only has he gotten this many last hits, 4 kills for him as well.
Yeah, it's true.
That's ridiculous. Bottom lane, oh, they're gonna go for nice. Gonna get silenced up, slowed down as well. A Soul Rip, well, not enough, but you know, he's gonna go for the pounce now. Another one. He has the third one as well. Dodges the arrow with that. Beautifully done by the Ricky. Pops his magic stick and escapes.
Oh no, the stun's coming out. Never mind. They're gonna be hit by the dust though, but the Tombstone is gonna zone him out.
This dust, he needed to pop it immediately for the stun to hit as well. So it was more or less a wasted dust. Of course, Tombstone is kind of wasted now as well. Maybe gonna help out in pushing out the lane a little bit. So 7-4, Balkan Bears looking pretty damn good, to be honest. Looking at the net worth chart as well, a 3k lead already for them. XP about 2,500 and climbing.
Yeah.
Top lane, oh, Solitude, does he really want to dive this? He has a Soul Ring, yes he wants to. And one Whirling Death level 3 gets an easy kill.
Yeah, he's gonna get away. But take into consideration that they are winning, but they do have an extremely early game lineup. So like it makes sense that they're winning, you know. I think if they cannot close this game early, like I don't know, 30 minutes in or so, they're gonna have a lot of trouble against P5's lineup. Just because they have a Weaver, and Weaver's kind of a god in this new meta.
He's going to Bright Wing player, maybe Rift Fire Blast. Delays it out, then Skyriff Mage, he's on the run, most likely will escape unless the Tombstone Key, he's gonna go for it, come on, Tombstone, no, silence, stop, Brave Fire Blast, throw it out the element, he's gonna go for it, Key taking lots of damage from the tower, and he gets the Tombstone at the very least, so Patino gonna have a slightly better time in diving, but they dove so hard, the mid lane Hockey gonna lose his life to Chocolate, Swarm level 3 with just chasing him down, as Solitude wants to go for nice man, all 3 lanes having action at the same time, Timber Chain, it needs to connect, Whirling Death, whoa, that burst damage is out of this world.
Yeah. He has only level 1 reactive armor. He went for the full-on damage build.
He has the Bloodstone finish now. He just needs the Vitality booster. I mean, he has enough gold for it. We're only 10.5 minutes in.
That's amazing. He's gonna go in. He can now gank every single lane and destroy every single person. Like, there's nobody that can stand Timbersaw's power with a Bloodstone at this point in the game. Nobody has enough HP. Oh, actually, now Dire Bear is going to be dived on, and they're using their smoke, plus the Levy's ultimate, but no, he's going to be stunned away, and this dust also comes out, but Element is now in a lot of trouble, but Rino's going to be slowed down, and they have dust, they have ward, no, not yet, actually, he's going to be silenced, so he cannot go invisible for now, but he's going to manage to get away. No, that final Arcane Ball is actually going to kill him off, and Element is still alive. The Crystal Maiden now dies, and Key is the only one fighting here against 4 of the enemy team. Will he get a kill? No, he won't. That Starfall is going to be enough to finish him off. And that's 3 kills for P5.
All I can ask is, where was the Timber Summon? Just carry a TP, come here, wreck everybody. I mean, literally just kill everybody, more or less. The Tombstone, it was doing work for so damn long. I mean, nobody was killing it. They just completely ignored it. So P5, take an excellent fight for themselves. Although they are still so far behind just because, look at the Bristleback. He has less farm than their own Skyraff.
Oh my god. That's actually a pretty bad position to be in.
I agree with your previous statement that Balkan Bears, they don't have the better late game, but they have such a good timing buffer just because they've been so dominant early, and even if P5 get a couple of kills now, their last hits will still be pretty poor, and this Bloodstone Timber, so a lot will just hinge on whether he can start stacking up the Bloodstone charges now or if he's going to lose them immediately.
I think Dire Bar should kind of transition into... Actually, they're going to go on Mirana right now. Padrino's ready, but no! The smoke comes out a little bit late, and 2 double TPs just to prevent this from happening. And up top, actually, they're going to go on Dire Bar. They're going to dive him. There's the Timbersaw power. Oh, the Timber Chain actually misses, and Solitude is forced to move away. He has a couple of charges on his magic stick. The concussive shot comes in. He uses his ultimate just to slow him out a little bit, get a little bit of damage, and misses the Timber Chain one more time. Can he TP away? Why is he not TPing away? The arrow's still active. Oh no, Solitude is actually going to die for the first time in this game. Goodbye, Solitude. He's actually going to commit suicide with that Bloodstone. That must be annoying.
Just as I said before, I mean, if he can start stacking up the charges, you're going to lose them immediately. Well, he does get it nice, so that's a good point, I guess, because he was worth quite a lot of gold. I mean, 6, 0, and 0 was the kill score for him before this. Yeah. But down to 5 Bloodstone charges. He wants to get Element. He gets the slow as well. Whirling Death needs to connect. Nice Brave Fire Blast, and the Element should be fine here. But Solitude, he completely misplayed that. Once he missed the Timber Chain onto the Bristleback, he should have just backed off as fast as he could.
Yeah, I mean, she should have TP'd much earlier, I think, before the Mirana was there, and she could offer her stun. Like, yeah, long range arrow could hit him, but you know, it's better. It's worth the chance. So and now they're gonna push tower bottom, by the way. But whole P5 is rotating to defend this. They're not out of this game yet. They're definitely finding their way.
Well, they spotted out Solitude, but they just kind of flew it themselves as well. And Hockey with a double damage rune, with the Plague Wars level 4. The Siege, they can definitely just slow Siege if need be. Hockey still doesn't have the mech, although he has the Buckler for it now. Oh, but they smoke up under the tower. What the hell was that smoke all about? I mean, they're gonna be revealed anyway, more or less. Oh, Padrino, he's gonna go in balls deep, right wing player. Gonna get just clipped as well, but the arrow lands on Pedrinho. Brave Fire Blast to follow up as well. They need a little bit more, but the Whirling Death Timber Chain connects onto Venomous Gale, slows down Drybar together with Nice as well, Mirana. He's gonna go down most likely. Element came back with a second life. Pedrinho somehow still alive. How the hell did this Ricky not die? Venomancer does go down, time lapse away from Chocolate, but he's the only one to survive. And Ricky, I mean, how did he survive, like, really?
Yeah, I think he used I actually don't know. I just saw him. He used the trees to his advantage completely. These trees actually allow for very good diving over here. Before Timbersaw completely destroyed them. But this new map kind of thing really allows for some intense dives and much more action.
So Balkan Bears take an excellent fight, a 4-for-1 exchange plus a tier 1 as well now, and suddenly Solitude, a guy who was down to 5 blast on charges, is suddenly up to 10 already. Just one good fight, and just imagine had he not lost them, he would be up to 13 already, but another 2.1k gold on top of this. Does he just go for like Shiva's card, Aghanim Scepter straight off, or do you maybe go for a detour of Boots of Travels?
Yeah. I mean...
Wow, a Blink instead. So, none of the aforementioned possibilities. What do you think of a Blink Timbersaw?
I mean, it's one of those things that's been getting pretty popular lately. I like it to some extent. I think this is a good game to do so because he needs that ganking power. But usually I really prefer Shivas on him, honestly, or Ginzu's. But in this case, I think it's actually quite good. He can get in the middle of the action, evade a little bit of damage, you know, and be the initiator for his team because they don't have really initiation until Venomancer decides to go for Blink or Aghanims. And right now he's going for Mech, so.
Yeah, armor would be pretty nice against P5 as well. I mean, up against Bristleback, Weaver, almost fully physical damage as well.
I mean, Shivas would definitely be a good item to get, but like I think he can get it afterwards, and he should be fine. I mean, considering the rate with this Timbersaw is farming, 540 per second, man. I mean, per minute. That's huge. I mean, you should be able to get a Shivas in 8 minutes or so.
Most likely, his farm is ridiculous. At least Weaver, he's gonna have his BKB actually, you know, only about 200 gold as well. But he's more or less the only farmed hero on the side of P5. I mean, just this Bristleback is still struggling so hard. The Bristleback without items and without proper levels, not having the Bristleback skill maxed out. He's not the tanky presence that you pick him for.
No. I mean, I think right now, like I said before, he should be going for carrier Bristleback, the guy that just carries the pipe, the mech, the Crimson Guard, whatever he decides to go for. Because then he'll be useful just because of his auras, pretty much. As for Chocolat, though, if he decides to go for a Maelstrom, his farming speed will increase exponentially. Like, that's all he needs, really, and he's going to be able to top the Timbersaw easily in farm. In fact, I think it should be his next item after the BKB.
BKB is there for him at the moment, though, so... Yep. It's gonna help him survive in the fights. As Solitude and Pedrinho, the two of them, they're going for Roshan. I mean, reactive armor stacking up slowly but surely. Unfortunately, maxed out now because it's not yet level 4, but it's down to half HP. Not the fastest one, if only they had a medallion or something. But it's so damn sneaky because Balkan Bears, they're showing their other heroes on the map at the same time. And if I was P5, I wasn't expecting this to come out.
Yeah, it's actually quite smart on BBC's part. Like, only 2 guys. You know, and I mean, it's also the Ricky and the Timbersaw. You don't expect to see these guys anyway, so very smart on their part. Ricky gets the Aegis too. And Ricky is actually getting quite a lot of farm. Like, isn't he be able to get... If he has to go for Monta, which would be weird, he could. Sanjin Joshua as well, soon enough. And Diffusal, I'm hoping, is going to be his next item.
Or meta style, just get rid of the silence, although I'm not too sure how worried Ricky is about that Ancient Seal anyway. Maybe Deutsche, Brave Fire Blast, something like that.
I mean, it's pretty bad, to be honest, because it can stop his invisibility. So, like, I can see a situation in which Monta Style would be kind of useful. And also, if you decide to have to be passive and split push, something of the sort, you can always do that with Monta Style. It's a very versatile item. So I like it. I don't think it's bad.
I think the last Ricky I saw, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they didn't even go for a Diffusal Blade. I mean, is it just the core item that almost every Ricky should get, or is it fine if you won't go for it?
Like, if I could marry Diffusal Blade, I would. Like, it's one of the best items. It has Purge, like Mana Burn, which is great against a Wraith King, for example, or against a Weaver too. You know, like, why would you never, ever not get it? You know, especially ever since they buffed it slightly. It's great. Especially on Ricky, fast attack speed as well, gives him a little bit of agility, a couple other stats as well. I mean, it's nice that, like, it's a great item, honestly.
I have to agree, I mean, Diffusal Blade is excellent. At the moment, the Orb of Venom he actually placed down to pick up the Aegis. He didn't sell it, he didn't destroy it or anything. It's in his stash. Do you think somewhere along the line Ricky might even go for an Eye of Skadia?
I think it's a possibility. I've seen actually a lot of Rickies lately, which have been having as got actually down bottom. There seems to be an engagement. No, never mind. Solitude is just fighting alone as usual. Oh wow.
He got
Solitude.
the Timber Chain away before any stuns or any silence or anything came out. If the Ancient
But
Seal had connected, might have been an easy kill. I mean, Timbersaw is tanky and elusive as he may be. Silenced up and against 5 heroes you can't do much. But Balkan Bears, they got the tier 2, so it was a tier 1 for tier 2 exchange. Balkan Bears though, they want to keep on applying the pressure, or at least they force the TPs back. And well, they're pinging out another tier 2.
This is an interesting thing I was noticing, by the way, but don't you think the Skyreth Mage is a little bit slow as an Ancient Seal on the Timbersaw? Like, I think it gives him a little bit too much time. I always see Timbersaw.
He hasn't been too close to the Timbersaw most of the time. It's the Skyreth Mage, all in all, in this game. Have you even seen a Mystic Flare from him?
No, I can't recall one, really.
That's just unheard of. I mean, we're 20 minutes in. At least it's level 6 plus. He's level 8, in fact. But you picked that hero for that early dominance. But of course, they went for the aggressive tri-lane, which turned out to be an aggressive dual lane early on. So no Wraith King, Skyreth Mage, just rotations.
I don't know. I honestly, you're right. I think the Skyreth Mage has been kind of absent the whole game. And he's going to become a walking silence at this point. He's just going to go around, try to Ancient Seal someone, and then die. Like,
Man, Solitude has his Blink Dagger on Timbersaw. Boots of Travels as well. Padrinho finished up the SNY. So he's pretty speedy. Has the slow, the maim coming out as well.
Do you like SNY on Ricky? You think it's a good item?
I think it's perfectly fine. But oh, they're going Drybar. Nice silence comes out. Whirling Death. Come on, he needs it to connect. Solitude. Gonna get silenced up. Padrinho. Oh, there's the Skyreth Mage ultimate. The Mystic Flare. Levi popped his own ultimate as well. Element dropping low, but they can't quite pop the Reincarnation. Padrinho though, he had this just ages, and they got the BKB off of Weaver as well. Solitude was dealing with the Weaver solo more or less. So it's fine for them. They're just gonna get the free tier 2.
Yeah. Something, by the way, that we forgot completely is the fact that Bristleback in theory is a complete counter to Ricky, man. Oh, actually, Solitude goes in, but he's gonna be concussive shot. Are they gonna go for him? Yeah, they will. Actually, a stun comes out, and are they Crystal Nova as well, trying to slow the enemy team down. But Ringy now goes for Element. Element will now die for real this time. And Direbar is reluctant about going in. In fact, he's not going to go in the end. Padrinho's just going on him. He doesn't care. He doesn't realize that he's actually going to die here. And there it is. Solitude blinks in, destroys this Bristleback, disintegrates him. Now they're going to go for the tower. He is completely stunned right now, but he's going to heal up. He's going to be alright. And the pressure is now being applied. There's nothing P5 can do with only 2 heroes alive.
That Blink Whirling Death, I mean, if you're a strength hero, you're not going to have a fun time, and it's not like the Bristleback has too much HP. He's only level 8. Only has the power treads to just provide him extra strength. Going for the Blade Mail next, but Padrinho goes in aggressively. Smoke Cloud, not the best one. Gonna get stunned up under the tier 4s. Soul Rip keeps him alive, man. He's gonna make it out. But Solitude up to 14 charges now on the Timbersaw. They're gonna get Rax here. The Tombstone is down. P5, they can't do anything. I mean, Weaver, yes, he has the BKB, but he's not just outputting enough damage.
Yeah, and the Timbersaw keeps harassing them whenever they get close. It's just, I mean, remember what we said before, like they had early game, but if they close it, they can do it. Like, they're doing it. They just took the important racks. Now the ranged racks are going to go down probably as well. Well, maybe not. 45 health? Yeah, no, 37. Oh, never mind.
Hero, Carty, man.
Carty the catapult.
But coming back to the point of SNY as well, Ricky, I think it's fine. Just extra movement speed. You can stay on target a little bit easier. Plus the slow coming out the main. So it's fine, I think. It doesn't give you too much damage, but you don't need that much or just crazy damaging items on Ricky anyway if you just have the backstab.
That's true. The issue is that we've seen it now. Like the backstab with Bristleback is proving to be pretty bad on Ricky. Like he can't go on Bristleback. They need Timbersaw to destroy him. If Bristleback were more farmed, he'd be in. I mean, Ricky would be in a lot of trouble. They've managed to like completely destroy this Bristleback in this game, which is great because now Ricky can just roam around and be powerful.
Yeah, he definitely got off to a bad start, although I didn't expect him 23 minutes in to have nothing. Levi, oh, the 4-staff. He tried to go for this just smart plays. 4-staff, tire bar forward, but they're gonna get slow on the element. And no reincarnation, 260-second cooldown. No, why Bristleback? Why did you run in? What the hell was that about?
Oh, Bristleback just kind of walks in, strolls around, dies. I mean,
that was just an odd move for him to make. I mean, Element was dead anyway. There was no way for him to escape. Solitude, 16 blast on charges. He's level 16 as well, level 3 Chakram. This this is probably one of the more just snowbally Timbersaws I've seen as Padrino gonna get this solo kill onto Skyref, gonna get stunned up with the arrow. Not the long one though. Blink Strike onto Nice. And Chocolate is gonna Sukuchi away, of course. But Ricky, he more or less went 1 versus 3, and oh, Solitude wants to go for more. Misses both the Chakram as well as the Timber Chain though. Oh god. But the last tier 2 went down, and Balkan Bears, they're just gonna probably try to go for another Rex already.
No, you know what I think would be a good item on this Timber, so I think you should go for the Ginsus, like the Scythe of Ice.
Oh, that's... Well, it's definitely good. I mean, Sheepstick isn't a bad item really on anybody.
No, but like on the Weaver, like he's getting away just because he can't be stopped, you know, because he Shikuchi's away immediately. Sheep turning into a sheep, and then poof, he's dead. Oh, actually, concussive shot on Key, and they're starting Mystic Flare finally being used on Levy once more. Not going to do so much damage. Mech coming out as well. Now they're following, trying to get Nice, and they're actually going to get Skyreth Mage first, and then Mirana falls. Is anyone else gonna die? The Bristleback goes in. He's the real man. Now they're actually gonna kill Elements. Goodbye to this Wraith King. Bristleback still wants to deal some damage, but the Tombstone is there, kind of zoning him out. And there's Timbersaw destroying this poor Bristleback. Completely kills him. Gets a triple kill. Can he go on this Mirana? Can easily go on Mirana, actually. There it is, the ultimate as well. Mirana is very close to death. All he is one more kill, almost one more nuke, but no, it's not there actually. They can't kill the Mirana, and they can't kill Chocolat either. They're just gonna retreat and try to get the Rex before they, you know, suffer any casualties. Right now, it's gonna go back to the kind of standby they were before. No, Hockey is suffering a lot of damage from this Mirana, but no, he's being healed by the beautiful Undying and a Crimson Guard just to prevent extra damage. And also Ricky gets a kill on Skarath. He kind of sneaks away, gets a kill on Skarath. Now they're mad at him. They want to get revenge, and he can easily, he wants to man up and kill these guys, but no, Weaver comes in and destroys it.
Yeah, Blink Strike unfortunately on cooldown for him though.
Yeah.
He's still gonna have his Ice Sky finished up in about 400 gold, and yet it's GG cold. So he's gonna get a few more kills or at least pop the reincarnation, but the Weaver with the Desolator might, never mind. Timber Chain away. Levy, he's gonna be chased down again. Never mind. GG came out before. So Levy survives the next time, and this Timbersaw just, he would have respawned instantly and Boots of Travel in anyway.
Yeah. Timbersaw and Ricky honestly did a great job this game. And the Crystal Maiden. I gotta admit the Crystal Maiden did some amazing plays this game.
Undying, I mean, his Soul Rip helped out a little bit there as well, but it didn't really heal like that much, to be honest. Venomancer did a little bit as well. Venomancer, he was mostly there for just the pushing part, the Plague Ward.
Yeah, yeah.
But, well, just excellent game. Balkan Bears completely dismantling P5. There was nothing they could do. I mean, this Bristleback just couldn't get anything done. Weaver, 6-0 and 3. He didn't die once. Had some pretty great farm as well. But if you're a solo Weaver, you're just not going to be enough. But, guys, it's only game 1 of a 2-game series. So, P5, they're going to have a chance to just come back, tie up the series 1-1. We were, of course, HeflaTV. If you enjoyed the cast, be sure to follow us on our social media to know when we're going live next. It's Facebook and Twitter, both HeflaTV. For the casters, it's at Coucher for me and Swordfish. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Swordfish, or if you want to stop by my Twitch, Alvaro Save. If anyone catches that, I'll give you a prize. Just come over to my Twitch and follow me. I'll love you forever. Anyway.
Yeah, guys. So that's it for game number 1. See you in game 2.